Hello everybody. Today we are going to review something really amazing. We are going to solve multi-step inequalities. Alright, the very first thing you will do when you will see your example is you will clean it up. What do I mean by this? Follow all the same steps we use for the regular equations. Now, well, I will write this down for you. Use the steps like we did, or we used for the equations. All right, now the second thing is the order will matter. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is that I want to have a variable first, then I want to have the inequality sign, and then I want to have my number. So, for example, if you get something like this, let's say 11 is less than x, what I want everyone to do is I want you to rewrite this as x is greater than 11. Right? Read this, x is greater than 11, x is greater than 11. But the order matters. I want the variable first, I want the inequality sign, and then I want the number. All right, now the most important thing about inequalities is the golden rule of inequalities. And what does the golden rule of inequalities say? If you multiply or divide by a negative number, flip the inequality sign. Right, remember that? We've done this many times. All right, and then what you usually want to do is you usually want to graph your solution. Remember that if you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you will have closed in circle, less than or greater, open circle on the number line. Okay, those are our rules. All right, we'll do 3 examples together, and then you will have a good amount of examples for practice. I will start with example number 5. And what I want to do is I want to clean up my inequality. And notice there's nothing I can do here, there's nothing I can do here. So what I want to do is I want to isolate the term with the variable. So I need to get rid of this -5. To undo -5, I am going to add 5 to both sides. Whatever I do to one side of inequality sign, I must do to the other side as well. I will copy -t/6. I will copy the inequality sign, and -9 plus 5 is going to give me -4. All right, this is division. So to undo the division, I am going to multiply, and I am going to multiply by -6. Again, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. This is going to give me positive t, and I am going to apply my golden rule of inequalities, and I am going to flip the inequality sign because the number that I multiplied by is negative. -4 times -6 is going to give me positive 24. And lastly, I am going to put my answers on the number line. So here's 0 somewhere here. Here's 24. I am going to close in the circle because 24 is included. And inequality sign, if I write my answer in the order that I ask you to, is going to point in the direction that the arrow needs to go to. So now I want everyone to know how to check. If you take any number from here, any number that is either less than or equal to 24, it should make your inequality a true statement. Well, I am going to take 0. So -5 minus 0 is greater than or equal to -9. So I see that this works. All right, let's do another example. Example number 2. I am looking at this and I'm thinking about what don't I like about this. Well, we see the fraction. There's a very easy way to undo this fraction. I am going to multiply both sides by 2. What happens when I do that? W plus 3 is less than -16. Notice I did not switch the sign because I multiplied by a positive number. All right, I need to get my variable by itself, so I'm going to -3. Whatever I do to one side of the inequality sign, I need to do to the other side as well. W is less than -19. I am going to put it on the number line. 0 is somewhere here. -19 is somewhere here. Circle is open. And my inequality sign is pointing this direction. Notice if I take any number that is going to be less than -19, I will get a true statement right in here. And then the last example, it looks like it has most stuff going on. So what I need to do is I need to clean it up. Let's see, let's get rid of the parentheses. I'm going to use the distributive property, 3z plus 3 plus 11 is less than -2z plus 13. Well, I still can clean it up. I can combine those two terms. I will have 3z plus 14 is less than -2z plus 13. Let's get z's together. I am going to add a 2z. This is negative, so to undo it, I am going to add a 2z. I'm going to put it right under the term with z. So that is going to give me 5z plus 14 is less than 13. I need to get this term by itself. Our steps yesterday said that I need to isolate the term with the variable. So I'm going to take away 14 from both sides. I'm going to have 5z is less than -1. And notice what I have to do is I have to get rid of the 5, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And my solution is that z has to be less than -1/5. Notice I did not have to switch the inequality sign because I divided by a positive number. If you think about this, well, any number that is less than -1/5, 0 is somewhere here. 1/5 negative, let's put it somewhere here. Open circle because it's just less than, and the arrow is pointing this way. Any number from here, so -1, -2, -3, any fraction in between would be a number that would work for this inequality. All right, your assignment is going to be to finish 4, 5, and 6 on this page. So I did those, you will do the second column, and then your homework or more practice is going to be a problem set on the second page. Have fun with it.